Hey, hello everyone.
Welcome back to my channel. Again, I am here with a set of 25 MCQs on course 201 Quality and Management of School Education. But this time we are going to delve with Unit 3, which is Management of Various Problems at Secondary and Higher Secondary Level.
So, we will move towards our first MCQ. Which of the following means dropout of students, that is, leaving the schools before completing the secondary or higher secondary course? And the options you can see are stagnation, wastage, vocationalization, and last option is none of the above. And the correct option is B, which is wastage. So what happens basically, any student who receive education is expected to complete his education within that prescribed period, but in practice we find that many students who join the schools or colleges very enthusiastically leave education after some time. Such type of students do not complete the study of their curriculum, and consequently the time, money and energy expended on such students gets waste. Now we'll move towards our second MCQ. Which of the following means detention of a student in a class for more than 1 year on account of his unsatisfactory progress? And the options are same as given in MCQ number 1. So here the correct option is A, which is stagnation. The word stagnation in education means detention of a student. It means failure in the class, that is repetition of classes by pupil. Let us see MCQ number 3. When vocational education is mixed with general education, it is called. As you can see the options, and yes, the correct option is C, which is vocationalization of education. So what is vocational education in basic? Vocational education is concerned with the training on vocation. It is related to productivity. So the word vocation itself says it is a profession. Vocational education prepares individuals for jobs. It has adequate employment potentialities. It helps in broadening of horizon. It leads to dignity of labor, and it is helpful in the maximum utilization of the material resources of the country. So we'll move towards our MCQ number 4. The formula for calculating the rate of wastage is. So before moving to the options, let me tell you the rate of wastage is equal to number of dropouts in a grade divided by total enrollment in a grade into 100. So basically we are going to take the number of dropouts in a grade, like how many students have dropped out in that particular grade, divided by total number of students who have enrolled for that grade. As it is a rate of wastage, that's why we multiply it by 100. So you can see the option A, which is number of dropout in a grade divided by total enrollment in a grade into 100 is the correct option. Moving towards MCQ number 5, the formula for calculating the rate of stagnation is. So the rate of stagnation is equal to total years in a stage divided by actually used years into 100. So basically it is a rate, that's why we are multiplying it by 100. So yes, the correct option is B. Rate of stagnation is equal to total years in a stage divided by actually used years into 100. MCQ number 6. Which of the following are the problems created by overcrowded classrooms? Now what is overcrowded classroom? A classroom is said to be overcrowded in which the number of students exceed the optimum level such that it causes hindrance in the teaching learning process. So if you go through the options, teacher is overloaded, fatigued, disinterested, class becomes noisy and undisciplined, teacher cannot give individual attention to the students. Yes, all of the above is the correct option. MCQ number 7. Which of the following is not a remedy for overcrowded classes? Let us go to the options one by one. Teaching students self-discipline methods. Yes, this is a remedy. B. Blaming students and shouting at them. If you feel as a teacher like if you blame students and shout at them, then they listen to you and they'll get in the discipline, then it's your misconception. That's why option B, which is blaming students and shouting at them, is the correct option, as it is not a remedy for overcrowded classes. Moving towards MCQ number 8, which of the following are causes of wastage and stagnation? Let us go through the options one by one. Option A, defective school administration. Yes, it is a cause of wastage and stagnation because our education system cannot be said to be completely free from any defects, and there are very few schools which claim to be successful in making the mental, physical and moral development of the child. Option B, dull and defective curriculum. Yes, it is another cause of wastage and stagnation in education. The present curriculum is very rigid and one track, and it includes a large number of subjects. Option C, irregular attendance of students. Irregularity of attendance is due to the indifference of parents to the education of their children, and also due to the failure of schools to adjust its hours and vacation to the school needs. So yes, the option D, which is all of the above, is the correct option because all of the three are the causes of wastage and stagnation. Next MCQ, which of the following is not a measure to manage wastage and stagnation? And the options are changing admission policy, B, adjusting school timings and vacations, C, blaming students for poor performance, and D, reforming curriculum. So the harmful sentence here is obviously blaming students for poor performance, as we can't blame the students for their situations and their mindset. That's why the option C, which is blaming students for poor performance, is the correct option, and it is not a way to manage wastage and stagnation. MCQ number 10, which of the following is not a way to manage overcrowded classrooms by a teacher? Here you can use your logic and answer correctly. So option A is preparing well for every day. This is the best way to manage overcrowded classrooms, as teacher itself will create interest in the classroom. B, creating engaging lessons. Yes, if students get engaged into the lessons, then they will not be indisciplined in the classroom. Option C, shouting loudly at students and using insulting words. In this way the students are going to get demotivated. So yes, this is not a way to manage overcrowded classrooms. So yes, option C, which is shouting loudly at students and using insulting words, is the correct option. Moving towards MCQ number 11, which of the following refers to regulation of students and maintenance of order or rules in schools? So the options are school discipline, school ragging, wastage and stagnation. So we have already seen about wastage and stagnation. School ragging is not the regulation of students and maintenance of order or rules in schools. So simply by logically also the correct option is A, school discipline. MCQ number 12, which of the following is not a cause of disciplinary problem? Lack of leadership of teachers, financial background of students, poor examination system, lack of motivation in students. As you can see, there is no relation between financial background of students and disciplinary problem of student. Students coming from good financial background or from worse financial background, they all are the same, and it has no relation with the disciplinary things. So the correct option is B, financial background of students. We'll move towards MCQ number 13. Which of the following are aims and objectives of vocationalization of education? Let us go through the options one by one. To increase the productive potential of the country, to raise economic standard of people, to utilize manpower to fullest extent, and the last option is all of the above. So as I said, vocationalism, it is related to professionalism. So all the three options A, B, C are correct. So the option D, which is all of the above, is the correct option. MCQ number 14, which of the following are problems for vocationalization of education? Let us go through the options one by one. Rigidity in the choice of subjects, lack of teachers training, lack of well qualified teachers, all of the above. So as you can see, our choice of subject is also rigid because there are only specific subjects which students can take. Also the teachers are not given training, so there are lack of well qualified teachers. So the option D, which is all of the above, is the correct option. MCQ number 15. Which of the following is are teacher related problems created by overcrowded classrooms? So as you can see, option A, B and D all are related to teacher, like teacher finds it difficult and time consuming to prepare for examinations, then teacher is overloaded and fatigued, teacher concentrates on finishing the syllabus, and so on. But the option C, it is related to students, like students are not given chance to answer. So the correct option is C, students are not given chance to answer. MCQ number 16. Which of the following points a teacher should keep in mind in order to be successful in obtaining classroom discipline? And the options are being familiar with curriculum, planning the lesson well, conducting the lesson well, and all of the above. So all the three options A, B, C are correct because these are the points a teacher should keep while she is obtaining classroom discipline. So yes, the correct option is D, which is all of the above. MCQ number 17. What would you do if you find two students of your class fighting? So the options are A, comfort the victim, B, ignore the aggressor, C, ignore the fight, D, punish both of them. So this MCQ is more of teacher aptitude question. So option A, which is comfort the victim, this is not the way to handle this kind of case. Option B, ignore the aggressor. If you ignore the aggressor, then the victim will feel bad. C, ignore the fight. We can't ignore the indiscipline in the classroom. So the option D, punish both of them, is the correct option. Tip is be equal handed with all. If you make rules, then you must follow them up. If you use a punishment with one child, you must be prepared to use it with others. Moving towards MCQ number 18, the major disadvantage of punishment in education is that, and the options are, it causes embarrassment in children, it generates unpleasant feelings, it does not solve the problem permanently, and the last option is, it prevents teamwork. So what do you feel is a correct option? Yes, it obviously will generate embarrassment, but it generates more of the unpleasant feelings. So the option B, which is it generates unpleasant feelings, is the correct option. So here punishment does not develop positive behaviors. MCQ number 19. What would you do if you notice that students tend to doze off in your class? So this is very common phenomenon which are occurring in the classrooms while you are taking lectures. So the options are give a command seeking attention, provide them a chance to be physically active, reprimand them, and stop teaching for a while. So I guess if you stop teaching for a while, this would not work. If you provide them a chance, then it would be too late. So the correct option is A, give a command seeking attention so that the child will start seeking attention. MCQ number 20. What is the biggest advantage of interaction between the teacher and the students? So the options are, it encourages the students to ask questions. Option B, it facilitates effective learning. Option C, it results in better group relations. And option D, it satisfies the teacher. As you can see, yes, it is encouraging the student to ask questions, it results in better group relation, satisfying the teacher, but more important is option B, it facilitates effective learning. So the correct option is B. As you can see, learning takes place best when students have opportunities to express ideas and get feedback from the teachers. MCQ number 21. Majority of students in the class misbehave. What does it tell you? So the options are presence of distractions in the class, lack of a code of conduct, too many rules, general indiscipline among students. So if majority of students is misbehaving, it is not a mistake of teacher, it is the general indiscipline amongst the students only. So the correct option is D, general indiscipline amongst the students. Also, faculty must play a crucial role to bring erring students on the track with tact and diplomacy. They must make students aware about their future and explain the cons of bad behavior. MCQ number 22. You have an aggressive student in your class. Which of the following would you adopt to handle him? And the options are: allow him the opportunity to act aggressively, explain him the consequences which are harmful for aggression, punish him, put him in a highly frustrating and embarrassing situation. So the options A, C and D are not the correct way of adopting. So the correct option is B, explain him about the harmful consequences of aggression. Help the students develop the skills necessary to manage emotions that can lead to aggressive outbursts. MCQ number 23. Choice of a vocation depends on, and the options are: ease of admission, income generated by the occupation, interest and skills of a learner, subjects a student learnt at school. As I said, vocation is related to profession. So choice of vocation should purely depend on the interest and skills of a learner. So the correct option is C, interest and skills of a learner. MCQ number 24. What is the most important contribution that a teacher can make in the classroom? And the options are: develop interest in the lesson, impart knowledge of the subject, reduce tension and make learning creative, set high achievement levels. So the correct option is C, reduce tension and make learning creative, because all other remaining three were obvious and unavoidable. So if teachers reduce tension, then they avoid stagnation at all cost and maintain an desirable passion for children and the learning process. MCQ number 25. How would you improve student participation in classroom activity? And the options are: by giving written assignment, by group activity and reporting, by holding test, by reading textual information. So if you see only the option B, which is by group activity and reporting, it is the only way where students can actively participate and give their views and opinion. So the correct option is B, by group activity and reporting. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, then please go and do subscribe now. Please like, share, comment and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications. Till then, take care, keep growing your knowledge. See you in the next video. Bye bye.